Hello my dear student, hope you are fine and doing practice for your first semester exams. Today we will discuss few questions related to your first semester exams and I will try to cover the topics of chapter electricity today. So we are going to start the chapter. Let us do it with the numerical. After that we will come to the basic thing. So the numericals can come like that. So the study the following circuit and answer the following questions which are related to this diagram. State the type of combination of two resistors in the given circuit. What you are watching, then when current is flowing, it is dividing in two arms, means both the resistors are parallel to each other. So what is the first part answer? Here we are having parallel combination. So they are in which combination here? R1, R2, they are in parallel combination. Next is how much current is flowing through 10 ohm and 15 ohm. Not necessarily in exam 10 ohm, 15 ohm is given. Here instead of that bulbs can be given, or like that it is given that resistance is same or like that. So but here it is given 10 and 15. So they are asking across 10 ohm how much current is flowing, because potential is given here total, that is 3 volt, and 15 ohm resistor what is the current value is flowing. So by Ohm's law we know that V is equal to I R, that is total 1, but we want to calculate for I1. So what is I1 will come? I will come from here V by R formula. So what is I1? That come V by R1. What is V value? 3 volt, and what is R1 value? 10. So it becomes 0.3 ampere. Similarly, what is I2? V by R2. Why I am taking V? Because in parallel combination potential remains same. So what is that again? 3 by 15. So when you will solve it, it will come 0.2 ampere. So here if I will connect any ammeter, for confusion in the exam for students, like here it is written A1, here it is written A2, and then join like that. So examiner, instead of this language, he can give you, find out the readings of A1 and A2. So what is the reading of A1 ammeter? That is 0.3 ampere, and A2 ammeter 0.2 ampere. Instead of writing direct, he can give you different ammeters and he can ask you the questions. So but question is same, only asking way of asking is question is different. And the next is what is ammeter reading. Now see, these are the connected across 10 and 15 only, so that we have calculated I1, I2, but this A is connected to the combination of these. So means this ammeters will measure the total current, that is I reading. What is I? I1 plus I2. I1 plus I2, that is 0.3 plus 0.2, that become 0.5 ampere. Now this is the question is over related to graph. Now I am telling you the other way the same questions can be asked. It can be asked if this 15 ohm resistor is not working. Is this A1 reading get affected? No, this A1 reading will not be affected. Is there any change in A reading ammeter also? Yes, because A is the combination of I1 and I2. If this 15 ohm resistor is not working, then what is the A2 reading become? This become 0.2. No, it becomes 0 at that time, because only this path get break. So if this is get fused or something happen, so only this arm will not work. So what is the change in A2 reading? That A2 reading is 0 at that time. Is there any change in A1? That would remain same. There is no change in for A1, but there is a change for A reading, because A reading, ammeter A will measure total current, and that is the sum of I1 plus I2. So it becomes 0. So this definitely will get changed. So like this, examiner can confuse you in the exam in different way. You have to understand the language what he is asking. Same questions in many methods it can be asked into the paper. Now let us do some basic things that we have done earlier related to the same chapter. Starting, this is the question I have discussed. Similarly, the same question can be asked related to series combination also. Clear? So instead of that parallel, then examiner will connect them in series. So we will apply the concept of series. We have started the chapter. Mathematically I am doing first of all with current definition. And what was its mathematical relation? Current is given by rate of flow of charge. So it is a relation of current, charge and time. And when number of electrons we have to calculate it. So in place of charge we write Ne upon T. What is Ne? N is the number of electron and E is the charge on one electron. And what is that? 1.6 into 10 is power minus 19 coulomb. So 1 ampere, 1 second. Then we can use this formula to calculate the number of electrons also. And this is for current. After that we have done potential. Potential difference is the amount of work done to carry the charge across the end of a conductor. So this is the mathematical relation between potential, work done and charge. 1 volt is equal to 1 joule upon 1 coulomb. This is the relation between volt, joule and coulomb also. Similarly here 1 ampere is 1 coulomb upon 1 second. So this is the relation of ampere, coulomb and second. Then we have done Ohm's law. What does the Ohm state? Ohm's law states that the potential difference across the end of a conductor is directly proportional to the current flowing through the conductor at a constant temperature. What was the circuit diagram for that? We have taken a battery, clear, positive terminal, negative terminal, then we have connected ammeter in series with that. Positive terminal of ammeter is connected to positive and negative to negative end. Then we have connected a nichrome wire of fixed length. Across its ends we have connected a voltmeter. Positive will go to positive of the battery and negative would go to the negative, and that is a resistor. Then we have connected a key, and at last we have connected a rheostat here, RH. So current start flowing from positive to negative. So this is the diagram for the Ohm's law. Clear? Circuit diagram for the Ohm's law. When we have to draw the circuit, we should check in the circuit diagram. Ammeter always connected in series. You can connect here, you can connect here or here, anywhere. But it should be in series. And what should come here? Across the end of a resistor is voltmeter. If I will change it, ammeter here and voltmeter here, will any reading will come? No. No reading will come. So what would come here? Voltmeter. And what would come here? Ammeter. So this is the Ohm's law. Circuit diagram for Ohm's law. Mathematical, what is Ohm's law? V is directly proportional to I, or V is equal to IR. So this gives a relation between potential, current and resistance also. So that is the Ohm's law, and R is a constant. So after Ohm's law, we have done the factors on which resistance of a conductor depends. Resistance of a conductor depends directly proportional to length, inversely proportional to area. So when we have joined it, so L upon A, we have to remove this. R is equal to rho L by A. What does it mean? 1 upon A, inversely to area. More area, less resistance. And length is greater, then resistance would increase. And what is this rho? Rho is the resistivity of the material. It changes only when you will change the material. If you will change the length and area and material is same, then resistivity would remain same. Only resistance would change when you will change length and area. Resistivity will change when you will change the temperature or when you will change the material like copper, aluminium, then resistivity will change. If I am having 2 wires of copper only, then their resistivity would remain the same. What is the SI unit of resistance? Is ohm. Symbol is like this, omega, and resistivity is ohm into meter. So these are the SI unit of resistance. We have done factors also we have discussed. Then we have done the combination of resistors when they are joined end to end. So we have set them series combination R1, R2, R3, and when they are joined like this in a circuit, so they are in parallel combination in any circuit when we connect them. So that we have to see in the circuit. You can get a combined circuit also. In series, current throughout the distance combination remains same. V is equal to IRS. Current remains same. So we calculate V is equal to IR1. V2 is IR2 and V3 is IR3. Numerically, we have to apply these steps. And in parallel combination of a numerical, V is equal to IRP. Their potential remains same, current changes. So what becomes? I1 is V by R1, I2 is V by R2, or I3 is V by R3. Because from here if you will calculate total current, so that is total potential. Here potential remains same. Only there is a change in current and resistors in the circuit. Only these steps you have to prepare for your exam point of view, and easily you can solve the numerical. These concepts only. Let us assume in any question total resistance is given, total potential is given. So using that you can calculate total current. If R1 value is given, and potential is given. So if you will divide them, you will calculate the individual current also. If all the resistors values are given and he is asking you equivalent, so you will use this formula. So it depends how we'll use formulas in series and parallel. So these are the formulas. Clear? So next is we have done about the resistivity, the factors, so that you can do one by one. Combination, numerical, just now I have discussed, and before that also I have discussed. The next is heating effect of current. Joules have declared calculated this, I square R into T. What Joule's law of heating states? Directly proportional to the square of current, directly proportional to the resistance of the conductor, and the time for which the current is flowing through the conductor. So that is the formula of heating. On which principle? Like working of fuse, heater elements, they all work on Joule's law of heating. They work on the principle of Joule's law of heating, that is H is equal to I square R into T. If someone asks you fuse works on which principle, so you will say that it works on Joule's law of heating. Similarly, you have seen whenever the nicro alloys are used. Why the alloys are used? Because they do not oxidize easily, they do not burn. Like filament of tungsten is used, they do not burn. Even at high temperature it start glowing. So, and cord are made up of copper because its resistivity is low, resistance is less, so it less heated up. So there are so many questions are there, you can revise. And the last is the power. Power is calculated by P is equal to V into I electrically. And earlier we have done power is equal to rate of transfer of energy also. So from here when you calculate energy, that becomes power into time. It is commercial energy. So power should be in kilowatt and time should be in hour. So it is a commercial energy. Otherwise, what is SI unit of energy? That is we calculate in joule. We calculate that in joule. But commercial we calculate in kilowatt hour. Power is equal to V into I also. And power is when we substitute Ohm's law, it becomes V square by R. But power is I square by R for a series combination. When potential is given and that is constant, so we use this formula. And when current is given and series combination, then we use this formula to calculate the power of the devices. According to their combination, we use them. So you have to do practice for all the things in detail. You can ask your doubt during online session. These are the basic things I have just revised here. Thank you and have a nice day.